Okay, in the following exercise, we are going to work a reading comprehension exercise. So what you guys are going to do is that also you guys are going to listen, you guys are going to follow the reading, you guys are going to understand the reading, and at the end, you guys are going to answer some questions based on the information presented here. It says, Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the most famous Americans ever. He was a pastor and a humanitarian, but it is known mostly for being a civil rights activist. King was the leader of the African American civil rights movement during the 1950s and 60s. His use of nonviolent protest to effect social change was based on his Christian beliefs. King was born Michael King, but his father changed his name in honor of the German reformer Martin Luther. The white and Southern culture in the United States wanted nothing to do with social change during the 60s. Segregation laws were in place that prohibited black Americans from eating in the same restaurants as whites or to ride in the same section of public buses with white Americans. King led the famous 1955 Montgomery bus boycott in reaction to Rosa Parks' refusal to surrender her bus seat to a white passenger, as was required by law in Montgomery, Alabama at the time. King started his activism while serving as a Baptist minister for the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. He believed strongly in the Christian belief that loving the neighbor as yourself, which was a philosophy he used throughout his civil rights years. He was also a great speaker. His I Have a Dream speech is regarded as one of the most famous oratory in American history. In it, he speaks of how his dream is for white and black Americans to walk together, hand in hand as brothers. The speech also declared how it was his dream for all Americans to be judged not by the color of their skin but by the content of their character. On October 14, 1964, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his involvement in combating racial inequality in the United States. He was assassinated in April 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee at the age of 39. According to the information presented here in this exercise, what you guys are going to do is that you guys are going to answer the following question. And after you guys choose the correct answer, you guys are going to send them to my mail. So, question number 1. What is Martin Luther King Jr. most known for being? Choose between A, B, C, or D. Question number 2. What did King use to affect social change? A, B, C, or D. Choose the correct answer. Question number 3. What did segregation laws in mid-1900s US do? Choose between answers A, B, C, or D. Question number 3. King led the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott in reaction to what? Choose between the answers A, B, C, or D. And question number 5. What was King's dream? Choose between the answers A, B, C, or D. This exercise was taken from the page www.eslfast.com.